seen in recent past is the way in which humans and machines interact with each other. There has been a paradigm shift. The access to information is no longer limited to mouse and keyboard. So the entire environment around you is getting converted to an interface, and the access to information is become more intuitive in terms of motion, touch, sound and vision. If analysts have to be believed, in next decade or so, the entire desktop is going to go off the desk and will be replaced with more intuitive human interface devices, or HMI as they are popularly known. Staying in tune with the recent developments, we at LTI Infotech are researching in the latest NUI technologies and their applicability in the commercial industrial arena.
So we are researching on the DSI and FTI technologies. Now this particular hardware platform that we have built is built using the DSI, as a diffuse surface illumination technology. Now this is a beautiful launcher that we have developed to launch our various applications. Now our first application is a technology dossier. This particular application is a business dashboard which is designed specifically for top level executives who would like to know in more details about the technologies that we are working on in terms of how they fare in terms of revenue and projects and resources. So here we have a doc which has a series of options that we can choose from. Let's go to our report. This is our technology dossier report, which is in the form of an intuitive and interactive book interface. Let's flip into it. When we go to the first page, we have a graph which has the various technologies that we are working on along with the revenues that they generate. Now from here we can go to a particular technology by just touching the bar, or we could flip to a particular technology. So when we come to this particular section, it has four parts: the revenue distribution, resource distribution, the top 10 projects and the certified resources distribution. Now all these dimensions can be drilled down into it by just touching the view bars of the various the views that are available, and we can also find the technology contribution that each technology has in a particular project by clicking on these particular radio buttons. So now wouldn't it be really good if we could generate our own graph? Now for example, if say for this particular technology I want to generate a graph for the some specified views, so I can just pull out those views and drop them into my quarter revenue generation filter. Now what this filter does is, when I drop a particular view into it, it generates graphs based on the views that are dropped into it. Now I can take this particular graph that is generated and put it into my custom book. Now my custom book is my own collection of statistical information. I can drop this chart into it and it comes up as an entry over there. What I can also do is I can drag a particular page from my technology dossier and put it into my custom book. That too is added to my collection. Now not only this, I can also compare a series of pages from my main book and put it into the custom book. Now the comparison can be done by using the technology comparison filter. The technology comparison filter is a filter where you can drop multiple technology pages and they are compared, and their revenue statistics and the resource statistics are comparatively generated. So for example, I put a page and I put another page and you get a comparative distribution, comparative revenue distribution, comparative resource distribution. Now I can take this page and I can drop it into my custom. When I drop it over here, that too is added to my collection. So this is my own collection of the various distributions that are available, and maybe I can save it somewhere. Now this platform itself is very intelligent, but it can be made more intelligent if it can interact with inanimate objects in the surroundings. For that we have the user identification application.
Here's an application that implements tag-based object recognition. These are the kinds of IR tags that a visual system can detect and can be placed on any objects. We have integrated with our HRM systems, and each tag is associated with a particular person. When placed on a table, the details of that person comes up on the screen. By just touching, I can view the email ID, the bachelor's degree, the birth date of that particular person. Similarly, I can place different tags on the table, and different details of that particular person related to the tag comes up on the table. different people can view their own details and play around with the tag. That's the kind of multi-user interaction possible through this platform. Now let us find out how this platform was built.
At the core of this application is the DSI stack. DSI stands for Diffuse Surface Illumination. It has 4 layers. Bottommost layer, which is the active surface, is made up of enlightened material having infrared reflective microgranules which diffuses light when illuminated. Then we have the supporting acrylic, the diffuser, and the scratch resistant acrylic. The diffuser is used for projection and scratch resistant is the protective layer. Now let us take a look at the application architecture. First, we have the screen pack, followed by the multi-touch vision system which captures blobs and passes it to the application layer. In future, we plan to build the gesture and voice-based applications, and from the platform point of view, we will be implementing multi-touch overlays and capacitive multi-touch screens. The applicability of this technology is enormous and is only limited by our imagination.